What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, possibly good evening. I guess maybe if you're in Japan or thereabouts to that time zone. Welcome back. I'm Viking Brent Adams of OutlawGamers.com, and I'm playing Firewatch, which will come as no surprise to any of you who have been following the podcast and all that stuff. As I've been talking about Firewatch, threatening to play Firewatch, and now I'm making good on all of those threats. So anyway, here we are, and I'm excited to do this. I was hoping to stream yesterday, but of course the game didn't unlock as early as I'd hoped that it might. So back now, and we're gonna play through this. I don't think I'm gonna finish the whole game in one sitting, although I understand that that's not all that untenable a possibility, but rather just going to get through as much as I can during the normal playtime this morning, and it also gives me a bit of a break from XCOM, which I don't know, might be a good thing because XCOM's been basically kicking my ass, essentially. Let's see, I'm going to turn down the master volume to about 50. We're going to display subtitles. Autosave, toggle head bomb. I don't know if I need that or not. I guess maybe that's a VR thing. We'll find out. Show new goals alert, show location on map. Graphic quality is high. Let's see, ultra. Can we do ultra? Resolution is 1920 1080, full screen, VSync. That all seems good. Exitor, how's it going? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you may be. Keyboard, invert y-axis. I don't think I need to do that. Mouse smoothing, mouse sensitivity, key bindings. Alright, let's just pretend that all that is fine. And we're going to get started here. Loads fast, although that might be the SSD. Yeah, I've really been looking forward to seeing it. I've read a lot of people, I've read a lot of just sort of summations of reviews and things that say the game is good but short. Some people have problems with the ending. We'll see. Let's see, Taylor 7044. Hi, how's it going? Okay, so you are. I'm sorry. Let me pay attention to the game real fast here. Something pivotal might be happening. I'm being told that I see Julia, but I don't see Julia. These are both these are both really really excellent pickup lines here. All right. Okay, let's see here. Pick up the backpack. Well, runs pretty good. Pretty smooth so far. No worries. We'll see how it goes. Psychotic Hammer, what's going on? I'm just gonna listen. I don't want to overstate this or anything, but this guy Henry in this game, judging by the fact that he wants to get a German Shepherd and name it Mayhem, this may be the player avatar closest to my own sensibilities of any video game character ever. That's possible. Let's see. Summer 1979. I am 2.5 years old, and well, I can't remember anything. So I was gonna have some clever anecdote, but I got nothing. I was walking. That's about it, though. Music is really effective in this part. I mean, this really is not much. I mean, this isn't even like a choose your own adventure. I mean, it's not much of one. Like, you can choose a fucking dog's name, but oh, no, my friend. No. Listen, if there's anything that this stream, let's just take a second to talk about what we do here on the Viking Brent Twitch stream. What we do here is we try to educate, and we try to bring helpful information to gamers. And the most helpful information of all is that if your significant other wants a particular kind of dog, you get that dog. All right? There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because you've got to live with that dog and you've got to live with them. And if you have any hope of doing either successfully, the trick is to let them get the dog that they want. I got a really good buddy, ex-wife, and so maybe that says something as well. Ex-wife really wanted a Jack Russell Terrier, and if you've ever owned a Jack Russell Terrier, they're some of the most annoying, vicious animals that have ever lived. Wife wanted a Jack Russell Terrier. He got a Jack Russell Terrier. And they're not married anymore. And she's still got the Jack Russell Terrier. So, you know what? Maybe I need to reevaluate some things. You know, I'm willing to admit that. Unlike some people running for president, yeah, sure, no problem. I could be totally off my rocker about this. But anyway, Fatui, what's going on? And apologies to you, sir. I apologize for butchering your name. And the thing that I'm so dearly embarrassed about in regards to the whole thing is that I'm pretty sure that in some chat exchange or message exchange somewhere that you actually tried to explain to me how to pronounce your first name successfully, and I just somewhere along the way I just got lazy and decided to Americanize your first name there. So anyway, sorry about that, bud. I do apologize. But anyway, back to what I was saying before I was giving terrible and really ineffective relationship advice. This is interesting, this part of the game, in the sense that there's really not too much happening here. It's just text giving you backstory. You know, like this is the part of the movie where you generally get like a really quick sort of, not quite a montage, but you get a very compressed series of mini scenes that kind of explain, oh, these two are really in love and all that kind of thing. And it's just text, and it's just these, you know, like these interesting, you know, kind of subtly out of focus backgrounds, and this really well placed, well chosen music. And I think it's actually remarkably effective. It's a simple thing, but it's well presented, I guess is what I'm saying. Moving on. And notice that all of this is kind of being presented to you as you are not with what's her face, Julia, but as you are arriving at the forestry station. So they're already kind of setting up this dissonance. It's telling you how great things are going and what all's happening, but obviously things didn't go too well, because here we are. Alright. Learn to live with bears. There's no living with bears. There's running from them, there's killing them, and those are the only options. What did Stephen Colbert say? They're giant, marauding, godless killing machines. Bears. Useless. Alright, Two Forks, region overview, Thunder Canyon. Is there a you are here anywhere on this map? Thoroughfare trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Thoroughfare is a primitive backcountry trail. You can almost read all of that. Alright, so this is the trailhead. To Thoroughfare lookout. To Thoroughfare trailhead. Okay, so here's where we are here. And I'm guessing we're going to be coming out like here. Right in here, I'm guessing. So that means that the river will be on our left, and the Two Forks lookout will be on our right. In theory. Gray Fox official. Hey, Brent, longtime Axehead from Norway. I've been missing you guys, bashing the Kaiser. I'm sure you haven't missed it as much as we have. How am I supposed to sate my pun quota now? If you have a pun quota that needs sating, you might have a different kind of problem altogether, my man. But in any case, very nice to meet you, and thanks for checking out the stream. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia's 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. This is a pleasant fiction. All right, well, we're officially in it, because probably not getting back up that thing. Pretty game. Yeah, I mean it's not graphically uber complex, but it's like the color palette and the aesthetic style it's striking. It's very nice. Two Forks Fire Lookout, 8 miles. 8 miles. I mean, it's pretty. It's not photorealistic, but it's pretty. Julie gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Agree if she commutes 2,000 miles. What's kind of sad about this is that I've got friends that used to be a couple that basically went through this exact thing right here. And they're both awesome people, but and they're both much happier now with the people that they're currently with, but it was tough at the time. Man, that was a rough breakup. All right, let me check the chat here. Boy Glorious. Right click to zoom, gets easier to read. I'll keep that in mind. Oh man, we got lots of Swedes in the house. Really want to really want to save those crazy Swedes, don't you? Norwegians. I guess I could have explained that better. The quota is more for the bashing of the Punisher. Yes. I'm delighted to hear it, as I'm sure Daniel is too. It's interesting to see Brent choose. You know, I'm not putting like a ton of thought into this. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I'm just rolling with it. Okay, so let's see. Been posting screenshots of it on OGS. Yeah, I think I saw some of those in the activity stream earlier. You can really see Ollie Moss in the graphical design. Sad to hear about game trailers. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday while I was playing XCOM. I kind of have weird mixed feelings on it because I've resented game trailers for a long time because of them laying off Daniel and some other people, and I kind of had an issue with them because of that. But at the same time, I feel really, I feel really bad for everybody who was working there and apparently showed up to work, on whatever day, Monday or whatever day it was that it went down. And it seems like they showed up at work and were basically told, oh, by the way, we're closing today, and you don't have a job anymore. So that's pretty rough. Oh, what's up, Esteban? Nice of you to check in. All right, I thought you and me were friends, bud. You son of a bitch. Necron, what's up? Fatui, Danish here. I mean, basically, we just got Northern Europe on lockdown. Basically, like all the cool parts of Europe, as opposed to the France parts of Europe. Do you got now that okay? So here, there's a cool cultural question, because like here in the States, bagging on the French, it's practically a national pastime. Like we're forever making fun of the French, which is really ironic considering the fact that we're basically a nation because we had their help. But I'm just curious. Does bagging on France, does that go in Europe too? Like, do the Europeans do they kind of like to just stab France in the back and twist the knife a little bit? Esteban, I'm not putting a lot of thought into this. Brent Adams, 2016. Yeah, I mean that's not the first or last time I will be saying that, most likely. Avicus, what's going on? Gray Fox, is making this point about it must suck for the people who left, or who got dropped from game trailers. But all in all, game trailers did more good than bad, I feel. And I've seen a lot of people with that sentiment. I've seen a lot of people who talked about, kind of like the general optimism that game trailers had for gaming, the legitimate passion for gaming that a lot of their people had, and that they feel like that quality is now missing from at least like the major AAA kind of websites covering gaming. And so I think that is kind of a testament to what they had going. Yeah, Viking parts of Europe for sure. Yeah, you guys are all up in it. Belgian here shying away. No need to shy away. No need to shy away. French Canadian here, and we still make fun of France. It's a North American thing, I mean, I may be American, you might be Canadian, but at least we're not French. Bah! Yeah. France is the punching bag of the world. Even in rural Mongolia, they shit on the French people. Well, I'm an official half French, but could care less about France. Indeed. All right, well, You might be half French, Fatui, but you're all awesome. So, and that's what counts. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Let me tell you how this is going to work out. Ugh, pardon me. Julia sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She was found crying in the stairwell. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. It's interesting the way that you see, because this is just text on the screen, because it's not a scene being played out by, voice actors and CG animation. I think you kind of project your own stuff into it, and like I was talking earlier about a couple that I know that ended up splitting up because one of them had a job offer that was going to involve moving. The other one didn't want to move, and now I'm thinking about that. Make macaroni and wine and try to forget about it. And I'm there's somebody one of my close personal friends that I'm seeing in my mind. It's like, oh yeah, that's how they deal with problems. I hear the French unsubscribing now. Listen, it's okay because I've seen the demographic breakdown, for podcast listeners and website visitors. We don't have a lot of traction in France, so I don't think I'm doing too much damage. Even the rest of France apparently hates Paris. Belgian is the best. Belgian beer is, if something, a reason for me to go raiding the middle of Europe. Yeah, Belgian beer is good. I'm a fiend for Belgian wheat ales. Thor, what's up, bud? Necron, well, I'm from South America, and we hate the French, too. All right, listen, it's going to be a shorter list if we just ask who doesn't hate the French. All right, after seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Damn, that just got real. This right here, I want to do, and I should preface this by saying that I'm not much of an outdoorsman. I've been hunting once, camping once, that kind of thing. But for some reason, being a dad now has filled me with all of this idealized sort of, I don't know, adventures and things that I want to have. And basically I want to do this exact thing right here. One day, like as a family, me and the wife and the daughter, going up into the mountains and camping and that kind of stuff. Hopefully not getting eaten by bears and mountain lions. Probably a more accurate depiction than I would have imagined at first. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments, and it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. I gotta say that I'm really, really impressed actually with. I'm really, really impressed with just sort of the concise storytelling going here, and I'm referring specifically to the prose. I've tried to do projects like this in the past. I've tried to do things like where you're just like writing a story in this with the fewest amount of words possible, and I think this is really really well done. Like it's difficult to to just kind of get the essentials across sometimes, and I think especially for a novice writer who really wants to kind of show off all the imagination they've put into coming up with whatever, and they've imagined like what the tile in the bathroom looks like, and so they want to tell you what the tile in the bathroom looks like, and it takes, I think it takes restraint to really distill things down to a very very simple form. And I was just thinking that like how just how effective this, I mean, in terms of like the emotional content, which I'm really connecting with in reading it, and it's remarkable that it's accomplishing as much as it is, given how few words there actually are involved. Again, but again, the music is doing 60% of the heavy lifting, I think. I just looked over the chat room. I'm seeing Gray Fox. I'm going to do this for the people who listen to the stream later. But Gray Fox has announced. I remember my favorite moment with a French person. I guess it was on a chat show, or I'm not sure like what the context is. But favorite moment with a French person. He said, "I want happiness," but as we all know, French people don't pronounce pronounce H at all. So he ended up saying, "I want a penis." I almost died. Gamers platform. Ho there, friend Axel or Brent. I kneel to thee, for I am not worthy of thine presence. Thou art worthy. Thou art worthy. Let's see. Gamers platform. That sounds familiar. Where would I know that name from? Do you follow me on Twitter recently? Anyway, but yeah, hey, how's it going? Exeter, I went to Brussels a few years ago and got a hold of some West Velteren beer. West Velteren. Am I completely butchering that? It's a pretty brutal opening, in my opinion. I don't disagree with you. I mean, it's the thing about this opening that is, I think, so brutal is the fact that it is so fucking real. I mean, I've been imagining different friends and so forth, different people in some of these situations. Like, oh, I can really relate to these people that I actually know that have done this and all that. But yeah, some of this shit is realer than real. Right. Yeah, okay. I thought so. West Flateren is the way they say it. West Flateren. And I messaged you on PSN not too long ago. Been on your friends list for quite a year. Yeah, I haven't checked into PSN in a long time. It's been months. I haven't even turned on the PS4 in a while, which I need to because I want to go vote on Broforce for the PSN game. All right, back to the screen. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into full-time. Oh, boy. A lot of us are looking down the barrel of something like this. I watch my mom go through something like this with her mom, and to quote Fatui, it was in fact brutal. No run button. Last time I was this close to a deer, it was charging the side of my car. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. I know that feeling. Whatever else this game is, it's been wildly successful in the setup. Whatever else happens, it's done some remarkable stuff with very simple tools. You know what? I'll tell you what. Hold on just 1 second here. I'm going to take the graphics down to high because it is skipping just a little bit on me. Turn on the power. Let's see. I'm sure that's, yeah, here we go.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hold left shift to activate radio.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill them.
That
Very good.
that was every bit as satisfying as I thought it would be.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see.
Oh, I love the examine.
9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Quite a pre-title scene, don't you think?
Morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
All right, take care, Kenneth. Nice seeing you. I'm just going to check the stream real fast for a second, or the chat real fast for a second here. Hang on a second. Thank you, Esteban. You know, considering the fact that a deer actually has tried to kill me, you could be more right than you know. Gray Fox. Oh shit, I don't follow you on Twitter. At Viking Brent. At Viking Brent, if you don't already. Oh wait, I actually do. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, I agree. I think the music is awesome in the game. Gamers Platform says, but yeah, I just want to thank you and the other guys for all the years of inspiration you gave me to start my own stuff. I'll always miss the days of Epic Battle Cry. Me too. By the way, New Game Smell didn't have enough episodes. No, it didn't. It really didn't. You know, it's interesting actually how often I get asked about that. We were talking about it a little bit yesterday or earlier either this week or last week. I was just explaining that I really do like New Game Smell and could definitely see myself doing new episodes, but just having to kind of do the show a little bit different than I used to, because it used to be like it was a heavy production. It was a big honking mess to try to do that show as a pre-recorded thing. Doing it as a live show or something like that might be more tenable. I'm at day 77 and this game keeps getting better. Had to stop myself to go to sleep. Sweet. On skipping, it was doing the same to me on PS4. The in-game audio is really low, Brent. Okay, that's fine. I can fix that. Well, actually, no, I can't. Hang on. It's not letting me do. It's not letting me do nothing about nothing. I guess I need to photo with Julia. Pinecone. Let's see. I guess I need to pick up the radio.
Hey, sorry. Guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, what, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus. I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike.
Okay, yeah, I can do it now. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and I'll just crank this up a little bit here. Let's go to 65, and we'll see how that goes. You know, one thing I want to say, and I don't know how well this is coming across, like in just watching it, but one thing that I think is really kind of interesting, like the way you use the radio, is it's actually like how you would use a radio. Like you hold down the left shift button, you select your reply, you release the left shift button. Similar to if you were using a walkie-talkie, you'd hold down the transmit button, you'd say something, you'd let off the transmit button. And it's like a simple thing. Like you don't have to do that. You could just, you know, like have it, you could just like use the scroll wheel to select a response and click on it or whatever. But I like the fact that they do something, they give it a little bit of business. You know, they do a little something with it that I think helps to kind of immerse you in the fiction a bit more.
It puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
How's the audio now? Just
Firefinder.
let me know if you want it higher.
1914 by WB.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, what the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to, oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks?
Okay, yeah, in.
I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
West facing fireworks.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. The stranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
I've had jobs like this.
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
Alright, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Secure.
Shut up.
Nice. Alright, so let's just see. 20-sided die! You gotta have that. Oh, sorry, that was a little bit loud. Oh, come on. 20-sided die. Can you set this thing down somewhere other than there? Let's put this back. See, again, I dig the examine. I dig the examine feature. You know, like it's Like it doesn't suddenly like go to a to like a dark screen with the 20-sided die just floating in space. It like it presents all of this stuff and keeps it within the game narrative. Although you cannot put that die back in that fucking drawer, just in case you were wondering. All right. Esteban asks, "Were you typing all text and no play? Makes Brent streams a dull day." Thanks for the support, buddy. Let's see. Gray Fox. I actually started doing YouTube and streaming. I have taken some inspiration from your Vikingness. Would be cool if I showed you what I mean. Yeah, sure. Just send me something on Twitter. Just send me links or whatever. I'll be happy to check it out. I love doing rousing speeches for my viewers when I play League of Legends with them. Yeah. Good times always. All right, so let's see. Where do I need to go here? That's to the west. Zoom in on the map. All right, so I'm at Two Forks Lookout. And I need to go to 306, which is going to be to the northwest. And then from there, I'm going down to, I guess, to the lake. Okay, so trail leading to the northwest is that lower map. And I guess it helps that that there's a trail here. But again, just like the thing with the radio, like the transmit button, the way like examining objects works, I really dig the. I really just dig how the game tries to immerse you in the situation and what's happening and everything. Alrighty. Yeah, man, I'll be happy to take a look. Whatever. I'm always down for checking out new content. Okay. You can take pics and get them printed and sent to you from the game for $15 apparently. Okay. I mean, are they like really high quality pics or something? Because that seems like a lot of money for a photo, considering that Walgreens will do it for pennies. Let's see. What do I need to do here? I need to. Excuse me. What is it? E. Tab. D. Okay, there we go. Deep, 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 deep. Okay, let's see. What copy information? Map updated. Okay, that's interesting. What's this? Ron, hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked. Ron! Hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back, Dave. Q close. Alright, so let's see, can I... Okay, so that's interesting. I guess maybe that's a concession to usability, but okay, so you can hit Q and you go, okay, so now you're breaking the fourth wall and you've got this HUD overlay, but you don't have to do that. You can just hold the note up close to your face and look, it's a very realistic looking note, handwritten, tape on the side. Look, it's even missing little bits of the spiral binding there. Alright, let's put it back. And let's see, we want to take the rope. And we're going to take a granola bar, because when you're hiking, that's what you do, is you take granola bars. Oh, I guess I can either leave this or I can eat it. Eat it! Alright, now I want to see what I updated on my map here. Okay, so just filled in some trails and stuff. That's cool. I like the way that the game kind of handles that. So let's see, and I'm just gonna go. I guess I'm gonna take the left-hand path here. All right. Checking the chat. Checking the chat. That's basically my question as well, Esteban, is why pay them $15 to do it when you can screen grab and email it to Walgreens, and they'll be happy to take care of it for you. All too happy. You're welcome, Gray Fox. I'm happy to. I'm happy to help in whatever way I can. Shale slide, it's steep. Space, repel. Alright, here we go. I've never repelled. I have no idea if this is actually how it's done. I think I would probably want to have gloves on. Ow! That sucked.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Avacus is reminding me, Brent, just remember that notes and other items can be held and put away with E. You don't have a limited amount of space either. Welcome back, Fatui. I symbol equals communication option with your boss. Yeah, I think I get that. Hey, Neil, what's going on? Alright, I have lost my bearings a little bit here, though, so... what's this? I keep holding down left shift trying to run. Alright, well, it's given me a general area of kind of where I am. Which I suppose is not super realistic, but, you know. Alright, report meadow. Alright.
Wow, there's a big rock outcropping down here near the lake. It's really something.
Yeah, makes for good camping. There used to be a group of guys who would boulder out there a couple times a year.
What happened to him?
Dunno? Just stopped coming out?
Red Eagle brewed in Wyoming. Can anybody confirm the existence of Red Eagle beer coming out of Wyoming? I see what you're saying about just using E to, like, you know, put stuff away. Okay, now can I, yeah.
A bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. Just found where they're hanging out.
Okie smoky. Whiskey.
Oh shit, ferret are Irish.
In Texas. Whiskey. From Texas. Yeah, we'll just save that for later. Texas whiskey. Ba-da 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 bum 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 bum. Getting a little creepy now. I notice he didn't put the bra back. Do we have to worry about this?
Found them in the lake, naked.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Ian Hokum says no Red Eagle, Wyoming, according to Untapped.
Full stereo!
Oh, hey, put that down. Seriously, it was expensive.
Fucking cool it with the fireworks!
Please just put it down. We won't light anymore. This guy's creepy, Chelsea. Ha! You probably have a tiny dick. Chelsea? Boombox. Can we go? Let's just run to the other side of the lake or something. Ew, you're gross. You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Is it weird that I have like an uncontrollable desire to just like rub my balls all over the boombox?
Hey, that go okay?
That's weird, right?
I hope they drown.
Yow.
I don't think anyone would mourn a couple of future arsonists.
Just gonna go ahead and not log that as a threat.
Thanks.
But seriously though, thanks for dealing with it.
All right, let's see here. Checking the business. Oh, missed these. 2 pairs of clothes. Brent, you are missing a lot of narrative when you are not talking to her about the stuff you find. Just pointing out if you didn't realize. Okay, yeah. So I'll keep. So like as an example. Oh yeah, I see the radio icon. Yeah, okay.
So they just left their stuff down here, but it would be a bad idea for me to toss it all in the lake, right?
Yes, I don't think that'd be wise. If you could refrain from criminal destruction of personal property while on this job, that'd be great, okay?
I guess I don't get another chance. And these not so much. All right, well that's fine. Well, thanks for the heads up. I'll keep that in mind moving forward. Bum 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 bum.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
All right, I guess I can stomp this out. All right, checking the stream. Games platform. So I'm guessing Mr. Grice isn't much of a social media kind of guy. His Twitter is completely empty. I think that Tony. Tony used to be on Twitter and Facebook, but he has withdrawn. I think he closed, deleted his Facebook account, and I guess he's deleted all of his tweets off Twitter. I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, he's not a social media guy. Let's see what else here. No, I did the same thing. I had the exact same desire about the boombox. Did some jumping jacks so they were sweaty and started rubbing all over the boombox. I don't know, like when I find out that something is precious to somebody, I just have the urge to disrespect it. I don't know what it is. Just can't help myself. All right, so I presume that I'm just heading back up to the to Ye Olde Tower.
Hey, I'm back near that big rock outcropping, but not sure how to get back.
I'd head west, back towards the lake, and then turn north towards the canyon.
Since I wasn't really paying attention to what she said there, better check the map. I guess I could have taken the canyon back, but well, I don't know. I don't know how easy a climb that would be out of there. But in any case, let's keep going here. Oh, I say I can ask for help if I need it.
Okay, so from these rocks, where do I go again?
Go back towards the lake, turn north, and east through the canyon. There should be a trail at the far east side of it.
Okay, so she is asking me to go north. Oh, that's right, because I can't get back up that shale slide that I came down. I got to go a different way. All right. Let's just backtrack a little bit here. Oh yeah, I see. Avicus is pointing out the same thing I was just talking about. Okay. Yeah, I was also thinking about stealing their clothes. Definitely thinking about it.
Any chance of those kids getting a disease in this lake, like diphtheria or consumption or?
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps, no.
You know, whatever.
I mean, if they drank a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
That's too bad.
They really do give you some satisfying dialogue options, and the voice acting's good. It's you know, it's very it's snappy and realistic and everything. Yeah, I see now that the now that the stream is caught up with where I was, I see everybody's reminding me that you gotta go, can't go back the way you came. I dig this. It's similar to, like most games are, kind of like an equivalent of like an action movie or something that, they're about, really high drama, life and death stuff. And this game is very much kitchen sink drama by comparison. Just relatable everyday drama.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know,
Which I dig.
Get a little pushy, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'll try to make it up to you. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
I'm looking at this. Is that supposed to be sand coming off those rocks, or I'm trying to decide if it's smoke or something. Oh, okay, hang on. A lot of stuff here. Also, when you hold up stuff, you can continue the conversation even further, but now I gotta go. You're nearing where I am in the game. Don't want to spoil anything. I hope this streaming thing will be something you continue doing. I really enjoy watching your stream. I think you can really make something out of it. Always enjoy listening to what you have to say. Take care. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the feedback and the advice and all that stuff. So we'll see you on here next time. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man. Loving the new site, Outlaw Gamers. I'm signing up, but it's got the question where I was an EBA member, and I was, but I don't remember getting the email. Should I just sign up saying I wasn't a member? No, go ahead and say that you... Just say that you were a member. Well, what name are you using? Esteban most likely is the one who's going to clear your membership, so or your application. So just just like say here in chat like what name you're registering under, and we'll fast track it. That's fine.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home and try not to get hit by lightning.
It's weird. My mom used to say the exact same thing to me.
I got hit by lightning when I was 9 years old, so I'm safe. It's not going to strike twice and all that.
Well, there was an old lookout named Roy Sullivan who got hit by lightning 7 times.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't what killed him.
What killed him?
Suicide. Would you believe?
Somebody, if somebody feels like Googling, I'm trying to remember how many times the guy that's in the Guinness Book of World Records for being hit by lightning the most times of any known human being. I'm trying to remember how many times he got hit. 7 or 9 sticks in my memory. Agree on voice acting. It makes you want to have more conversation. Yeah, I think both of the actors I've heard so far are really good. All right, Gray Fox official, take care. Hit me up with your thoughts about the vids I tweeted you, and have a fantastic day. I will, and thanks very much. The name I'm trying to register is GR Reaper on EBA. I use the name Madman04. Okay. All right. We'll just look for your application. If Esteban doesn't have a chance to do it now, I'll do it after the stream is done today. Thank you, Esteban. I appreciate it.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks. NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So,
So I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Ah, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here. This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, but maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
Missed some dialogue options there. Let me see if I go back in. See if it'll let me.
Hello? It looks like the path leads through the cave.
Back in the cave, huh? Man, I don't need to lose another lookout in there.
Another.
Another lookout?
They go in, they never come out.
So this is another one of your jokes.
Delilah's awesome, man. Great character. Creative Elvis, good morning to you. Fatui-san, really not that active on Twitter, but just looked at the tweets I have done, and it's 5,800 plus. It's more than I thought. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how many I've done. You know, and again, just for the benefit of those who might be listening later, Games Platform is saying, cool, man, much appreciated. I can't believe it took me this long to find out where you were doing your stuff now. Can't wait to dive into your content. When EBA ended, and Lauren and I were really trying to.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Okay, I got it.
Seriously, she's cracking me the fuck up.
Part of the fun.
But anyway, what I was saying, just when Lauren and I were were putting together Outlaw Gamer Society, and we were really trying to keep the community intact as much as possible. But we always knew there'd be like stragglers and stuff like that. And it's interesting the number of people just actually recently who I've spoken to that they were saying like, oh, I just discovered I rediscovered you recently on Twitter or something like that, and found out you had this Outlaw Gamer thing. But I'm really happy for that, because for those people who were into EBA and everything, and were into the community and all that, I'm glad that they've rediscovered us so that they can, because there's still a lot of the old Vanguard's still around. Okay, let's see. I need to turn south here. Okay, so I'm going the right way. I absolutely love the navigation. Like, I love how realistic it is. It's just like a map and a compass, and figuring things out, and it's you can go slow enough, and it's a wide enough area that you can actually do things like uh, like mark points, like on the horizon, like like a tree or a rock formation or something like that, and move towards it. Dig that, really, really dig that. Again, it's just all about it's trying to be as realistic in the presentation as possible. I mean, it knows it's a game, but it's doing something very cool, I think. Let's see, 2,670 tweets, Brent. So this is me. I've done 2,067. Nice. Nice.
Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the block path. It was backbreaking, but anything for the service.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey man,
Anytime.
don't beat yourself up. That's how it goes. Let's see. Can I fix this thing? Can I prop it up on a tree or something? All right, guess not. Let's see. Well, there's a lot of stuff happening on the side. A lot of people stream. There are a couple of podcasts and YouTube creators. Streaming is the new thing that's happening. Yes, that is you, Brent. 2,067 tweets. 0.3 miles to the north.
So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
All right, I'm examining the baseball. I'm trying to talk to her about the baseball. No real narrative options on the baseball. Okay. Now, if this is the part I'm thinking that it is from the gameplay demo that we watched, then I have some clue as to what's coming. Okay. Oh, snap. Oh, you hear the music kick in there?
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Again, great music, very atmospheric.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
I'm gonna have to fix the window.
Tomorrow, Henry. You won't be cold.
The Patriots, Donald Anderson. I'm not familiar with it. Let's see. Can I put this back on the shelf or something?
Okay, I put in a call.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, do you have any idea who could have done this?
Well, I can't wait to dive in head first. You guys make my boring days bearable because, I hate my day job.
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm going to call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
point me to the Forest Service weapons cache, and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do.
They're not wrong. More people kill themselves with guns than are murdered by guns. Ooh, excuse me. Day 2.
Up.
Oh, I've got whiskey.
Hey, wake
Sweet.
up.
Oh, that's not shift. Excuse me.
Wait, what's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either. I don't really know why that would be the case.
Should I be worried?
About what?
We can't get help if we need it.
Oh, you're tough, Hank. You don't seem like the guy who likes to ask for help.
Sure.
What I need you to do, though, is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
I just cannot get that mug on that table. Go! There we are. Okay. See if there's anything in here that would be interesting to talk about. Clorox. Let's talk about some Clorox. No. All right. Let me check the stream here. Or the chat. With the stream. Avica says about Firewatch, I'm not a fan of forests in real life, especially at night, and this game makes me feel like I should go outside more. Okay, maybe not. That being said, I feel this game pulls me in really well and has great atmosphere. I agree with all of that. I think that's very, very well said. Excuse me. And I can say that this game does make me want to go outside more, but that's something that I've been, it's just like something I've been thinking about more lately. Like it's one of those things that I feel like I've actively avoided throughout most of my life, and it's something that I don't know. Like I'm kind of reevaluating now. Like I'm feeling maybe I should change that, because again, like it's one of those things. Like I think about like introducing certain things like that to my daughter, because I did that stuff when I was younger and I just didn't really enjoy it, and so subsequently I don't really do it. But I don't want my not really enjoying it to, like, by me not enjoying it and not doing it, I don't want to kind of like rob her of that experience and the fact that she might really enjoy it. And also, I'm old enough now that I kind of think, well, maybe I might enjoy it now. I'm not 14 anymore, at least on the outside, and therefore I might get something out of it. Okay, so let's see. Am I supposed to be heading up towards Beartooth Point? Let's check with her, see if I can... Oh, notes and documents. Okay, so that's tab. Alright, well, I can't check in yet, so let's just start walking. I think I'm supposed to go north, right? Alright. Okay, checking the chat. Just keep a lookout on the icons pop up. Hope you enjoy it. I myself do YouTubing and streaming. Brent, you have time limit to do answers in the radio. Yeah, I noticed that. That's why there's a line under the icon. I'm like 10 minutes away from Oak Forest. A little off the path here. Let's see. Where am I? I'll catch back up with it in just a second, it looks like. Oh, that mist is, that's cool. Okay, this is where we were. All right.
Brent, did you pick up Firewatch with the soundtrack or just the game? Just the game. Although I'm thinking now that I'd like to have the soundtrack because it's nice. All right, let's jog. Yay. Let's see. It's me. I cannot. It's me. Little time. I can't. I can't read the green is so light on that gray background. I can't make out your name. But we are on day 2, so not very far at all. Thank you, Avicus. Yeah, very atmospheric.
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
You know, boring if you don't ski. We used to go to this bar called the Dollar, though. I love that place.
Oh, wait, is that down on Pearl? They have all the money pinned to the ceiling?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I love that bar. Why don't you go anymore?
I took this job.
Oh, duh. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good.
Hey, your button is still
No, I don't
down.
think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure. Would you? All right. I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, if there's anyone or anything you want to talk about, fire away.
Who was that?
Who is who?
I don't think he has any idea. What was that? Were you talking about me?
What?
You left your button pressed or something.
Henry, that call was work. I was just talking to... Actually, it's not really your business. Why are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out.
Good. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit. Call me if it's important.
Okay, so she's annoyed. It's letting me know she's annoyed with this big icon on screen, the strikeout icon through the radio, and the message, she's annoyed. All right, we are jogging. Okay, so there's the communication lines, phone lines, communication lines. That's all that. Anyway.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Any mountain lines out here I need to be aware of?
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
All right, let's check the map. Where am I here? Okay. Right. Super Big 64. Oh man, I don't want to get out of bed just to watch Sprint stream on my PC. Oh wait, Xbox One has Twitch app. That's modern technology. Just solving one inconvenient problem at a time.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area.
I do believe. The comms wire runs for quite a ways. Follow it all the way to the top of Beartooth Point, and if it's not damaged, you can loop around back home.
Do 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 do. All right, let's see here. You can see a fair amount of it here. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's bad. Don't know how close I'm going to have to get to report that, though. A little bit closer than we are now. Now, I don't know how well the sound is coming across, but I just heard a rustling sound off to my left. And like an idiot, I'm walking towards it unarmed. Heard it again. Don't have any conversation options on it. Nah, it might not be important. Might just be the expectation that something's going to happen. More beer cans, it looks like. Okay, let's see. That's just, Fatui says that's just squirrels fucking. That reminds me that there's that great gag in Office Space where Stephen Root, he's talking on the phone. He's talking about how he used to have his desk near the window and he could see outside, and the squirrels were married. He used to get such a big kick out of that. Like in his mind, that's the only polite way that he can say the squirrels were fucking and the squirrels were married.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
Let's see. Is there any way I can up the game volume? Yeah, sure. Happy to. Let's go to 75. This is what it defaulted to originally. Okay. Oh, long drop. Ooh.
Well, I hopped down a drop and now I can't climb back up.
That is a pickle.
I mean, I could just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
How adventurous of you.
I've been doing a lot more climbing out here than I expected.
Well, keep your radio charged. I'd hate to one day find a skeleton with an orange backpack at the bottom of a ravine.
Okay, checking the stream. Checking the stream. Unarmed. You should have kept the die. Yes, yes. Clearly, the 20-sided die would have. That would have been the master stroke in my staying alive plan. All right.
Yeah. Okay. The wire's down here.
Okay, good. Any sign of those girls? Did they mess with anything?
I'll look around.
Looks cut.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it. The moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to to mind as illegal.
Hmm. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
And you just look like a Klansman anyway.
Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Alright, so...
Big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
Fortunately, they left this Hansel and Gretel-esque trail of beer cans for me to follow. Works out well. Advocate says the game feels like Lost with the whisper and the sounds. Yeah, I can see that. There's definitely aspects of what I've played that kind of call that to mind. Let's check where I am here. All right, well, let's get out to the end of this and then see where things go. Game has nothing to do with fires. 2 out of 10, or watching fires. 2 out of 10. 10 out of 10 has squirrels fucking. No, 10 out of 10. It's bear fucking. Nice, nice. Two Forks, Jonesy Lake. Supply drop. Okay, so I'm curious about the supply drop, and since this is as close as I'm likely to be to it, let's go check it out now. Okay, that didn't take long. Moss Peak, Two Forks, Spruce. Interesting. Well, it won't let you just run off the side of a mountain, so I guess accidentally killing yourself is not really in the cards. Take the med pack. Was there a med pack? I didn't see one. Nah. All right, back down the trail we go. And we'll see what happens here. That's interesting.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Brian Goodwin. Photo.
Well,
That looks
am flush with ropes now.
that looks like
That
the
pack is full of them, in decent condition.
that looks like the same rope that was from that
There's
abandoned
enough
rig.
here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
What, they couldn't handle your unique brand of charm?
Not many can.
Unsurprising.
Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
All right, we managed to get down without breaking anything. Hooray for our side. Of course, now we're trapped. We're trapped. And I cannot climb down. All right, this is lame. This is so lame. Wait, what was that? Rope hook. There we go. Okay, I see it now. Okay, checking the chat here. Let's see. Heard this game was super short. I've heard the same, Randy Marshbeer. But I agree with Avicus. Nothing wrong with a short game if it's a good game. Avicus played 4 hours last night, not done yet. But it gets good real fast. Excellent. That's good to hear. Gamers Platform. So I'll be checking out your first episode of Outlaws to the end about the Division, but I'm just curious, what is your take on Ubisoft's ability to EA the shit out of their season pass? The same way with EA, Ubisoft runs the risk of becoming their own worst enemy.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do. Someone found a fossil and put it in a cache box.
Oh, really?
It looks like it looks like Grant's Velociraptor claw in Jurassic Park. Hey, Alan, if you wanted to scare the kid, why didn't you just pull a gun? Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see, what's the note say? 1686. Dave, guess who's going out with Debbie next week? No, not that shitheel Steve. It's your man, Ron. I went up to check on the new guy at Two Forks and heard him talking to himself more than usual. So I figured I'd stay away. Remember when you saw Chimney Rock having himself in that hammock? I'm starting to think the Forest Service only picks the deranged and perverted. Except for us, of course. We're here in the creme de la creme. Let's toast to Deb at the spot. Ron. Okay, anything else? Not so much. Oh, note's kind of hanging there in midair. That's a little buggy. And I don't mean, like a small transportation conveyance. All right, so we're going to find the source of the smoke, which is to the southwest. All right, checking the chat. It's Old Man Jenkins scaring people away from the old haunted coal mine. I agree, and if it hadn't been for us pesky kids, he'd have gotten away with it too.
Sorry about snapping at you earlier. I thought about it, and yeah, I suppose that must have sounded kind of weird when you heard me take that other call. Plus, you're just out here in your own head. Trust me, I know how it is.
That's also...
So, did you break any hearts back in Colorado when you took this job? I myself have chosen to never get attached to anyone who would miss me, but I know I'm a bit of an outlier. I don't mean that the way it sounds. I mean, I care about people, and I like companionship as much as the next person. But why does it have to come from the same person for your whole life? My Aunt Kathy was married to the same guy for 4 decades, and when he died, she found out he'd been having an affair with a real estate broker for 15 years. Whereas my Aunt Judy traveled the world dating artists and musicians as she saw fit. Call me crazy, but I'd rather spend a week in bed with Sonny Bono than half a lifetime with some cheating stockbroker.
Alright, we're gonna lie.
No, I didn't break any hearts when I left.
So, you guys broke up?
Something like that?
And you're just bursting at the seams to talk about it.
You really are very perceptive.
I know. It's one of my many gifts, along with accents and impeccable night vision.
Incredible.
Why, thank you very much, Governor.
Now this, I don't know. Like I've never seen like freshly burned timber, but I'm wondering if that's what we're supposed to be seeing here.
I'm having a hell of a time getting this fucking flapjack off his ass and out to repair that wire.
Excuse me, Flapjack?
You know, like a loser, a chotch.
I really don't, but I do now.
Well, the next time you're at a bar and some banker steps on your foot so he can order his crappy martini, you've got just the name to use.
I've lost the smoke plume.
Hey, Flapjack, why don't you wait your turn before I bounce your face off a dumpster?
It's beautiful.
That's what she said. Alright, so let's see. I was going to the southwest. Alright, I'm going in the general area. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Drunk girls alone in the woods and you have a camera. That's not a lie. She didn't remember, so you didn't break hearts. That's true. I tried to lie and I failed. Damn it. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Down we go. Let's see. Bradley saying the ending of this sucks. Fatui to each his own opinion. No spoilers, but it wasn't as action-packed as I thought it would be. I don't know if I really expected the game to be action-packed. Let's see. Is there a tie-off point here somewhere?
Wow, I'm on top of a natural bridge out here.
Really? Is it a complete arch?
No, I guess the bridge is out here. Still, I think I could jump this gap to get across the canyon.
Wow, you're a regular Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah, you should see the jumpsuit I'm wearing.
Yeah, great soundtrack. I really, really am digging the music. I think I might pick this up. This would be good stuff to work by. This and Slayer. I don't know if I want to get out of this. Let's see, where am I? 5 Mile Creek campfire smoke. Alright, so I got a ways to go. Let's see, I'm still kind of going to the southeast, and then I need to turn more to the west. Something I gotta report. Alright. I can't. Alright. That's the one I passed earlier. Okay, so here we go. Alright, let's see. Games platform saying, I apologize for all the questions. It's been so long since I've heard yours or neither of the guys' opinions. And as far as I know, you're a Kojima fan, so what do you think about him signing up with Sony? You know, I've got a long, complicated relationship with Kojima, but at the moment I'm a fan.
There was Vernon, whose wife got put away for running cocaine.
We didn't break up. We didn't choose to break up. She got sick.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
I just realized I cut her off. I should have waited for the end of that anecdote. Okay, so anyway, so what do we think about him signing with Sony, and do you think he'll bring back a Silent Hills type game? I think it's awesome that he signed with Sony. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I'm sure Sony was very eager to offer him a spot. So I think him signing up with Sony is great.
I'm back in the sales slide. You know, the one that nearly killed me yesterday?
As far as him doing the Silent Hills game,
Do I seriously have to?
To get down to 5 Mile Creek? Yeah, afraid so.
I don't know if
It's downhill from here.
I don't know if he's going to do that. I mean, you know, he and Guillermo del Toro, you know, of course he was going to be working on the thing with, or, I mean, I don't know how close they're going to be working together, but you know, they were both attached to that Silent Hills game that got canceled. So I don't know that they're going to resurrect that, but I think that it's at least possible. It seems like they might have an interest in working together. They're going to be doing that panel at the DICE conference together. So yeah, I mean, it's not unreasonable. I think the only thing that I would say that I maybe expect is that actually, you know what? Before I go down this thing, let's just double check. This is actually where I want to go, because I'm talking and not navigating. Yeah, that is actually exactly where I want to go. But anyway, I think that they probably are keen to work together. And the one thing I will say that I expect from Kojima is, I think that I expect him to do something different. And certainly a survival horror game would be different, but you know, then again, he might have a wholly original idea up his sleeve that breaking out into this new venture might be the perfect time to work on. So I guess we'll see. But I'm definitely interested to see what he does. As much as I love Metal Gear Solid 5, and I love Metal Gear Solid 5, I am very, very curious. And I've lost the plume of smoke again. Let's see, am I still going southwest? Yeah. Alright, Slayer and Lamb of God. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. Just out of curiosity, for like all the European metal fans, how's this whole thing, this whole business with Anselmo and him screaming white power at at Dime Bash? How's that going over there?
Most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and then the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
PTSD? That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the army. he was off. It's actually the saddest story. He was only discharged because his mother, Brian's grandmother, died. She'd been taking care of him, and Ned was the
Hey,
only
Lee.
man.
Greetings from Poland. Very
You got
cool.
to know Brian a little bit?
Yeah, I talked to him way more than I talked to Ned, that's for sure.
How was he at, spotting fires?
Have you heard
He actually liked to stay in the tower.
Machine Supremacy? No, I haven't. Didn't really hear anything about it, Brent. What didn't he now do? Well, it's a long and
For as dry as it is this summer, there's an area
sordid affair, but
lush.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Yeah, I think that's.
hang on, I'm gonna pay attention to what they're saying here
Those
just a
trees are
second.
actually one root organism. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years, even through fire. Can you believe you're actually getting paid to learn all of these amazing things? Also, by what it looks like on this map, you'll be coming up on a stream that should lead you towards where we saw that smoke.
Stream. Okay, so anyway, so Dime Bash, like the very last thing of the night or whatever, like they played all the songs, they'd done all the encores, and I think most of the band had left the stage, and Phil's like way drunk, and he does a Nazi salute, yells Sieg Heil, and then screams "White Power" at the top of his lungs, and several somebodies, because everybody's got fucking camera phones now, get this video, and they post it to YouTube. Actually, I think the first guy, I think he posted it. He had edited. What the hell is that? Oh, it's Waterfall. I think he'd edited that part out of the video. And then let's see. I need to be going west and then north. So that way. He posted the video with the racist stuff out, and then I guess he thought better of it and put it back in.
It's a really nice waterfall.
But anyway,
Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby.
massive fallout over here, and like Down has gotten kicked. They've gotten kicked off at least 2 bills in Europe somewhere, I think. Maybe one of them was in the States, but at least one in Europe. I want to say both were in Europe. That Down has been kicked off the bill because of what Anselmo said, and he's
Found one of their empties. Guess we're on the right track.
he's issued a couple of apologies, and I have to say I don't think they're really wiggle worm apologies. I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm sorry if someone was offended by what I said, or I'm sorry that people couldn't take a joke, and he did. Like initially he played it off as a joke. He said that he'd been backstage drinking white wine, and that White Power was a reference to white wine, and Rob Flynn had he had put out a video really calling out Anselmo in a big way and saying that there was no white wine backstage, and then later on like a photo surfaced of Anselmo drinking white wine backstage. And so I mean, like, at least that part of it at least is true. But I mean, it's it's still like no fucking excuse, I guess. And it's all right. Hang on. I say I guess it's no fucking excuse.
I see a campsite, and it looks like they've got a fire.
Is it them?
That seems like it. I swear, they must have dragged 4 cases of beer.
All right, hang on. I gotta shut up a second.
Track them down, and don't let them see you.
What a job this is. I have entered the teen zone.
Oh, really? And where's that?
It's the name of a magazine for girls. It's on the ground here at their camp. Well, I found some dangerous hunks.
What on earth are you...
It's another one of those magazines.
New Tame Your Hunk with our top hunk tips. Hunks. You want them, we got them. Oh, I'd kill to write this kind of stuff for video games. That'd be so fun.
Have a full case of beer left here. A full case.
Top hunks ranked and rated.
Impressive little shits, I guess.
Make up to make out.
Dedication.
Pants, they're back. Jesus.
Ah, found my sheets.
So they did break into your tower.
Looks like.
So anyway, yeah, but so there was big. I mean, there's like big fallout from it over here, and just like on, and Anselmo's, like he said, he's really sorry. He said that like that's not who he is, and that there's no room in the metal community for for hate or racial intolerance and all that, but it's not going away. And Scott Ian posted, like, I guess, like an open letter or something, and basically just said, hey, really appreciate the apology. If you'd like to be serious about what you're saying, then here's like here's a charity that that you could support. It might have been like the Anti-Defamation League. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it was.
Looks like it's
But anyway, it's
Shredder.
been
Would explain
it's been a
that
big
story.
story in the metal thing recently.
Could have done that. Like a bear or I don't know, it sounds crazy, but even a bull elk if it's off its rocker.
Whatever did it, did not hold back.
You've got that camera, right? It might be a good idea to get a few snaps, just in case.
Yes, Teen Zone does sound like a porn site. Let's see. Guy sounds darling. I'm sorry, but some things you just can't joke about. Some things when you are a public person. Yeah, I mean that was kind of the point that Rob Flynn was making, is that even if it had been just in good fun, which Rob Flynn doesn't think that it is. Rob Flynn is pretty convinced that it was not just a joke. But even if it had been just a joke, yeah, it's not a good idea. All right, Creative Elvis, take care. See you later.
Looks like someone left a note.
Intriguing. Maybe you should read it.
Okay, yeah.
Let me know what it says.
Exeter, I joke about Nazis, both positive and negative, all the time, but only in front of people I know that can take it as a joke and never in public. Yeah, that's a good idea. Dear Psycho, I hope you're fucking happy. We're leaving, and we're going to find the police or whatever and tell them about how you creeped on us in the lake and then came and destroyed our campsite and all of our stuff. Oh, and stealing panties is gross out. You're probably a mental fucking axe murderer and are so going to jail. Hope it was worth it being a jerk over some fireworks dick. Okay, so I can report that, right?
Oh, they're gone for sure.
Well, what's it say?
Threatening to call the police because they think I attacked them.
Oh my god, well, did you?
No, I didn't do this. Okay, someone or something went to town here, but it wasn't me.
Oh God, let it be Bigfoot. Let it be Bigfoot.
Assault them.
Yeah, I took their whiskey back at the lake, but that just felt like, I don't know, the cost of doing business.
That's different, okay? And I don't blame you.
This is, I don't know, weird.
I hope they have like player stats like at the end of this, like at The Walking Dead, where it says
Weird stuff
like
happens.
98% of players took the whiskey or whatever. I'd be very curious to know.
Mushroom trip. We really don't know, but they're gone. There's no way to call the cops. They're not coming back, and we can get to work. I'd really like to start enjoying a quiet summer.
Yeah, me too.
So of course the question is, if I, Henry, did not wreck the campsite, who did? Dun dun dun. So very, very interesting. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Such an idiotic thing to say. It is. Yeah, it is. It is. I have done stupid things while drunk, but never something like that.
Yeah,
What do you look like?
why are you asking?
I look awesome. Where's the option for I look awesome? I'm going to have to answer this. Like Burt Reynolds, if Tom Cruise had a good-looking twin, do you know Rolly Fingers? We're going with Reynolds.
Well, I get confused for Burt Reynolds all the time.
We're doing that.
Oh, is that so?
Okay, who is it again?
Very similar.
Machine of Supremacy.
Hey, you asked.
Okay, well.
Okay, I got him pulled up here. I'll check him out.
Let's see. In my scope, I can only tell you're a white guy wearing shorts.
It's hot. And maybe, by the way, I'm not white. It's not very, PC or whatever they say.
Oh my god, you are the whitest man. I don't need a spotting scope for that.
This is me.
Shorts, then what do you normally like to wear?
This is totally me.
Tuxedos as often as possible.
I'm trying to figure out where she is. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Thoroughfare lookout, Delilah's.
I didn't realize Boulder was so chic.
It is the peak of high society.
Good to know, dear, yes. Now tell me about your face. I'm looking at you across the bar. What do I see?
I really want to like save and stop playing, but I can't get out of this scene.
Well, I have a thin mustache, real thin mustache. I got a long
Okay. Anyway, so
scar.
I've got them pulled up on iTunes.
And
I'll
what'd you
give a
think of the
listen.
tuxes?
Yeah.
Are you a freaking
Um,
Bond villain?
I
they've done some good stuff. I'm hoping for it to turn into Deliverance. Amen.
I don't think you're
That'd
taking
be
this very
very
seriously.
interesting also. Although we're probably setting ourselves up for disappointment here, since everybody's kind of saying that the game's pretty low key. I did a collaboration with Chris Hulsbeck on Gianna Sister soundtrack. Cool.
fine.
Your eyes tell me.
They're happy.
If you want to hunt Bigfoot, check out Rake on Steam. I'll do it.
I don't know how to.
Rake on Steam. Let me make a note to myself here.
That's good. Okay, got it. Thank you, Henry.
You get what you need.
Absolutely.
Or... All right, here we go. R-A-K-E, in case that didn't come out right. Okay. She totally wants some from this dude. Oh yeah, yeah. She's down. Okay, so anyway, let's save. All right, I think that's going to do it for today, because it's time for my little girl to wake up, and so I'm going to go upstairs and wake her up and do all that Papa type stuff. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching the stream and checking out Firewatch with me, and we'll be doing this again over the next couple of days. Since it is reported to be a short game, I think what I'll probably do is just go ahead and finish out Firewatch this week, try to go ahead and nail that down, and then start back on, I don't know, we'll do like a coin toss or something and do XCOM 2 or try to finish The Witness or something like that and then get back into it. Excuse me. But anyway, very fun, and all the first timers and everybody that came out. Nice to meet all of you, and of course, if you're not already, follow me on Twitter at Viking Brent, and you can also check out outlawgamers.com. And if you ever listen to Epic Battle Axe and knew any of the people in the community there, that's where they are now. Outlawgamers.com is the home of gaming's greatest online community. And I also post there whenever I'm going to go on to Twitch, and of course, the podcasts and everything that I do are getting posted there. But you can also check out Twitch streams from lots of other people in the Outlaw community. There's a module at the top of the page, and anytime somebody's live, you can see it there. So if you're just looking for cool Twitch streams by cool people from a cool website, outlawgamers.com is a place you want to be. That's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow, usually streaming around 1300 UTC, 1 p.m. UTC. So just figure out, what time that is for you in your time zone. But I'm usually on for a couple of hours every day during the week then. So that's it for me today. I'll be back again tomorrow, as long as something terrible doesn't happen between now and then. But that being the case, otherwise, see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks again for hanging out, and may the Norse